age, unknown sex, unknown seizure time.
This is the harsh reality of ambulance services in Mongolia. We have a critically ill patient with a seizure right in the heart of the capital of Ulaanbaatar. The ambulance we have responded in has very limited equipment. We have limited airway access, the ambulance doctor has limited pharmacology, and all we can really do for our current patient is place him in the recovery position and hope we can reach our closest hospital as soon as possible. The patient's life hangs in the balance as he struggles to breathe. If our patient does go into a more serious state than he already is, we have no defibrillator, we have no advanced airway, and we have very limited time to get him to where he actually needs to be. And time is probably one of our biggest issues that we have in the heart of the capital. Our ambulance took 15 minutes to travel the last 800 metres to get this patient into the emergency room. And I feel this project will probably be one of the highlights of my career to date, particularly in trying to assist in the development of key aspects of basic trauma management and trauma care that we in Australia and Canada and New Zealand and the USA, we take for granted. I am one of the first international paramedics to be permitted to ride along with the ambulance services in Mongolia, both in their capital and in their rural and remote locations. Dr. Sue is an emergency doctor and our English translator whilst we work in Mongolia. And she is with us on these shifts tonight to help explain not only what the patients are saying, but what to expect and how we will approach each of these scenes.
We could come across anything: road trauma, general medicine, obstetrics, paediatric, big city, lots of cars. I think our biggest issue will be associated with traffic.
Our first job is responding to a pedestrian versus car. We'll be joining Dr. Dimakar, who's in the middle of his 24-hour shift. During this 24-hour shift, Dr. Dimakar will treat up to 40 patients.
So I have my my Mars bar and my Coca-Cola to get me through the rest of my shift.
There are no radios in any of the ambulances, so all tasks are dispatched via mobile phone. Our next case involves a patient suffering full-thickness burns to his arms and abdomen from hot tea that was accidentally spilt on him by his granddaughter. Dr. Sue and Dr. Dimakar work hard to stabilise the patient, but with limited burn management equipment and drug therapies to help with the pain relief, it is extremely frustrating for everyone, and we all feel quite helpless in what we can provide for this particular patient. I asked Dr. Sue to translate to the family to see if they had any plastic wrap we could use to cover these burns.
We are always busy. If we have full equipment, our health is level up. Yeah.
These doctors are trained well in what to do in these emergency situations, but many of them just don't have the equipment to provide the life-saving care that they need.
I can certainly see the challenges here for any emergency responders. The sheer distance alone and space between hospitals or response services is massive. This is Mongolia's most deadliest road. It is the main highway into Russia. Large amounts of traffic every day, and as you can see from the state of it, this is one of the reasons. It's the leading cause of road traffic crashes. Not only is there limited places to overtake and pass, but the road surface itself, as you can see in my hand, you can just pick it up, is just crumbling. So you can imagine with the trucks and the cars that come down here, it's just a recipe for disaster. So the training that we are doing over here in Mongolia is vital for their ability to respond to not only medical cases, but trauma response as well, with trauma being one of the biggest causes of death in this country, both in the city and in rural roads. You can see from today's trauma training just how engaged and how infectious for professional development this group of people are today. Our training is covering a mass casualty-based incident where we have a lot of patients, limited resources, and we're putting these people through the paces across multiple agencies.
And now they're at the process of identifying what to do with their 2 critical patients that are left, with the 4th patient that's dead.
We didn't get a response. So thanks to our sponsors, we were able to hand over a collection of life-saving equipment which can now go inside these limitedly stocked ambulance vehicles.
It would be great to extend this workshop over a longer period, and they are very eager to learn and soak up what we're trying to deliver here to improve patient outcomes and patient care within Mongolia. However, it is very interesting just to see only a few hundred metres behind me the sheer difference between the standards that are available for the citizens here in Mongolia and the standards available for the citizens in Russia. So it'd be good to help establish some of these cross-border relationships so that borders don't limit the ability for people to be able to receive quality patient care.
It's a real implementation and make a real difference, and that's what Impact's about, making benefit, making on the ground real difference.
Hullara dürün arigi çing huyre gardıcı avhat hangurhum büskün aşın hargdı soğmin çörtlögal avin hamber singerin han hömertin zalırhın dökülö ikinriha çansın taniha 대진 암스민 절tlog 제레비 쪽까지